What's up, team? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about different implements that you can use to achieve the desired outcome for very specific movements. Today we're talking specifically about press shape. The front press shape that utilizes a lot of the chest, the overhead press, and really what it boils down to is what type of equipment are you using to achieve the desired outcome. And one of my favorite pieces of equipment to use here for my clients or to use for myself is Wait a second, let's do this. The Landmine. Now, what's really cool about the Landmine that I super appreciate when it comes to exposing the muscles to different planes of motion is the fact that it has one fixed point as a fulcrum for movement. But it's not just single planar. It has some rotation component to that as well. So whether you're fixing it on a plate, like I'm gonna show you here in a second, or if you just shove your barbell into the corner of a wall, you have that one single focal point, but you can move the barbell in a lot of different directions, and that adds a ton of variability to the movements that you're doing. When it comes to the press on the Landmine, what you typically will see from people is standing in an upright position and positioning the Landmine barbell here in front and then driving forward, whether that's with some rotational drive or stationary drive. It's always done in a standing position. But did you know that you could also do it in a laying down position as well and expose the chest to a lot of different incline and decline shapes without ever having to do the incline or the decline bench press? This is one of our favorite ways to mimic the incline or the decline press in our clinic by utilizing a single arm implement that forces you to have to control in 3D space, but also be able to have the safety of being down on the ground and the ability to bail pretty easily if you need to. Let's hop down on the ground and I'll show you guys what it is that I'm talking about. Okay, so with the Landmine above your head and positioned behind you, when you're in this position, you're putting yourself in a really great shape for working on that incline press. And that's basically because of the angle at which the Landmine itself is actually going to be pressing up. As you press with your arms, it's sort of this up and away sort of motion, which really helps to hit those upper fibers in the chest. So you can do this with or without a plate. With a plate, you're going to have a little bit of that stuff coming towards you, so you might have to be careful with what the angle of your arm is, but you can adjust based on how close you want to be to the bar itself, how far away you want to be to the bar, and then really it's just finding that controlled motion of coming down till your elbows touch the floor and pressing up and away, having really good control, good time under tension from this position. And all of a sudden you're really working on those upper chest fibers, and you're having to sort of control this barbell and not let it fall too far out to the inside or to the outside. So it requires a little bit more athleticism from that standpoint. Similarly, if you wanted to mimic the decline press, you just flip your body around so that now when you grab onto the barbell, when you press, you're pressing in more of this downward shape and you're getting those lower fibers of the pec as well. And again, working on stabilizing here in this top position and not letting the barbell sway too far out or too far in, and having a nice tempo coming all the way down to the bottom. These are just a few of the ways that you can use the Landmine to shake up your approach to pressing motions. And if you don't have the ability to do a decline or an incline bench, or you have issues like me of having some vertigo and some dizziness from being in some of these upside down positions, this is a great way for you to scale that, modify that, and still use the leverage of the Landmine to work to your advantage for getting some of those upper fibers and those lower fibers in the chest, and at the same time work on single arm stability in the shoulder. It's a double whammy for the benefits that you get out of that movement. If you have any other cool and creative ways to use the Landmine, I'd love to hear about them, so just leave those in the comments. I'd love to start a discussion and maybe get some cool ideas that I can use for my clients when I'm here at work, or use for myself to kind of improve my fitness as well. Your participation in the comments and you liking the videos are really helping the channel grow, and it's super helpful for me to reach more people and to educate and continue to do what I love. As always, if you like today's video, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Smash the like button for today's video, and until next time, I'll see you guys in next week's video.